How is the Tampa Bay real estate market in 2024? Hi, I'm Mark from the Fazzini Group, and we make these videos every week so that you can be more informed and educated on buying or selling a home in the Tampa Bay area. And we run a real estate team here in Palm Harbor, and we've helped over 3,000 clients buy and sell homes over the years, and we'd love to help you. So if you need any advice, whether it's getting a home value or just learning about the area, give us a call or text us at the number below. So we are getting tons of questions from people about how is the real estate market in 2024. Now, 2023 was an interesting year. We had a record low sales volume for homes that have been sold in the area. And that was kind of because a record low inventory level and interest rates fluctuating and being up as high as 8% that caused a lot of home buyers to put home buying on the back burner. Or if you were in a home that had a 3% mortgage, a lot of those homeowners did not want to leave that lower rate and go raise their expenses significantly. Now, last year we still had a good amount of sales in our area and a lot of migration and demand, but the biggest issue we had was very low inventory. Our inventory was down about 40 or 50% than normal years, and that we were feeling that across the board. We still saw values stay stable, and I think the average home value in our area was up about 3 to 5% from 2022 to 2023. Now, we just were not seeing record-breaking prices in certain neighborhoods like we were in previous years like 2022. What we did see in 2023, Q4 was very slow. That was when interest rates were up in the 8%. Now, early January, the Fed had a meeting and they said that their outlook on rates, they will not be raising them and they're hoping to lower rates. And that actually shifted buyer sentiment a good bit, where buyers were more positive, rates were coming down. We're now, depending on when you're watching this, in the mid 6% for interest rates on a 30-year mortgage, which is much improved from the 8% plus number. So we have seen that shift a little bit, and the buyer sentiment has changed to be a bit more positive. So if you were contemplating selling a home Q4 of last year, you're actually in a better spot right now because we feel like there are more buyers out there and even more demand as those interest rates are lower. This can fluctuate and change. We also are in an election year in 2024. Any election year, there's so much uncertainty, and we find that a lot of people hold back doing anything during those times. So if you've been thinking about selling, it could be advantageous to sell before September, October, when things get a little crazy and we're still in a very good market. Now, there's so many other factors that come into play on a macro level. Talk about recession, talk about jobs reports, credit card debt is at all-time highs. Many of those global macroeconomic factors can play into our local market. But most experts, if you look at JP Morgan Chase, you look at Goldman Sachs, all of their analysts are predicting that the Tampa area should be pretty stable, and we could see appreciation even in the 2 to 3% range this year. These are all estimates. What we're seeing out there in the field, we are still seeing a good amount of buyer demand. We still have very low inventory. So we have a big list of buyers that are looking for homes. So homes that are priced well are still selling quickly, but we are finding that the higher priced homes that aren't in line with the market are taking longer to sell and having a lot of price reductions. So if you're a buyer and looking to buy a home, you have more leverage in purchasing as far as negotiating repairs, as far as negotiating price, and even negotiating a sale contingency on a home or something like that. We weren't seeing sellers even consider home sale contingencies, but now we're in a sort of different market where you have a little bit more leverage as a buyer. Now, on the flip side, as a seller, we still have very low inventory. Supply and demand drives prices and drives our market. With that low inventory, it is still a great seller's market, and you still can command a very high price for your home. But we are finding that homes that aren't priced well based on recent sales and based on where the market is are taking longer to sell. So our number one tip is to price your home right, and also to make sure the home is ready to be shown and repairs have been done. And the more move-in ready it is, the quicker it sells and the higher price you're going to get. Most people think that this year we will see mortgage rates decline and get lower as we approach Q3, Q4. That will actually pump more inventory into our market because all the sellers that were on the fence will be in a position where it makes more sense for them to go find a home to buy. So that would be good for our market. We will see how things go as far as the elections and the macro environment and how that impacts us. But as a whole, the market in Tampa is very stable. There's still a ton of migration and our values are still pretty stable. One interesting piece of this is we are seeing some changes in certain types of properties. So condos and waterfront properties, with the rising costs of insurance and with the new regulations on condos, we are seeing a slow downtick in demand for condos and waterfront properties. However, so many people move to this area to be on the water, to be close to the water. So a lot of those luxury homes that are on the water, or luxury townhomes or condos, are still very desirable. We are just seeing that affordability has gotten pretty out of control and that there is less demand for some of those properties based on rising insurance costs and rising fees. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, you probably are looking to buy or sell a home in the near future. We would love to help. Reach out to us at the number or the email below, and we're happy to answer any questions questions you have. I'm Mark from the Fazzini Group, and we thank you for watching.